What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another CarswithBen video. Thank you for joining me today. Today I really wanted to talk about and go over the new GTA update which is the open wheel racing. And I just kind of wanted to sort of review it because it's kind of just come out, and I know it's a new format to racing that we haven't seen in GTA. Well, something that they've only just added, but I think it's quite good. I'll go over that in a minute. But if you're new here, consider subscribing. I cover loads of car content, loads of car games, anything vlog related for my car, anything car related. This is the channel, this is the hub. So stay tuned. I do a lot of GT Sport and a lot of Gran Turismo. Oh, that's the same thing. A lot of GTA. So moving on. I wanted to sort of review the open wheel racing today because it's just come out the other day, and I got a video on it. And this is my very first race, and I enjoyed it actually. To be fair, it was quite fun. It's a bit different. It handles much more differently than I thought. I haven't actually won it on the in the casino yet, so there you go. This is my first time using it. The race went well-ish until the end, where I absolutely messed up the whole thing. But I'm really looking forward to sort of showing you the race, because it was quite a fun race. To be honest, if anything, this is more a review of open wheel racing. So if you haven't actually played it, definitely first things first, get downloading it, get playing it, because it is a lot of fun. It's kind of reminds me of the stunt racing when they brought out, and I played that loads. This is similar in the sense that there's a lot of tracks or variations of tracks, and there's a lot of people playing it at the moment because it's hot and it's new. So definitely 100% start playing this, because it's a lot of fun. And you don't have to buy the car, so it's all completely free. No money needs to be spent doing this, which is great as well. The actual car then, so you've got two to choose from. You've got the Pro Gen and the Ocelot. The Pro Gen being based on a McLaren, the Ocelot I assume being based on a Jaguar. One's a modern version, and the car I'm driving here isn't as, I don't think, as modern. It's got the sort of old style F1 look, obviously based on F1 cars. Very fast, and a lot of fun to drive. A lot of patience is needed to use these cars, so definitely worth considering when you're doing that. Other things that I wanted to bring up are, when you're in a race, you've got two new bars, as you can see in the bottom right corner. You've got the car's health, and you've also got the tyre grip. So obviously they've tried to make it a bit more realistic in the racing here. Firstly, this is really important, and as you'll see later in this race, this is something that I did not pay attention to at all. I was still getting used to driving it, to be fair, but it was a bit of a mess. So the actual car health, obviously for obvious reasons, is the health, and if you get hit, that's going to go down. If you have the I had a weird text there, sorry, someone messaged me during the race. I don't know if it's something I did, but the tyre grip. The tyre grip is really important. Obviously, like, you know, if you follow F1 or any kind of racing, tyres are really important in any form of racing, and that depletes over time. And another thing that's not on here is the boost. The boost that I use just there, as you'll see, and throughout this race, is very handy. It's not obvious initially, but definitely make the most of it, take advantage of it, because it's quite a useful tool when using in the race. I like driving in cockpit view because it's, you know, proper F1 mode, sort of. You can see it a lot closer to the corners. Driving in third person for an F1 car just feels totally wrong, guys. So yeah, that's sort of like how are we now? Halfway through the video. That's kind of where I wanted to go with it. That's a little sort of just FYI for you. Do I recommend it? Yeah, 100%. Get on it and play it. Try it out at least once. Other things you should be aware of are, obviously, when you start a race, it's going to be completely messy. So just bear that in mind, guys, when you're playing. It makes and there you go, you slip and slide a lot, and it gets really messy later on, and everyone crashes into everyone. So worth bearing in mind for that, because it will you might get frustrated at this game. Other things that I've noticed are the tyres do pop after a while, so make sure to go into the pits. But that is pretty much everything I can think of off the top of my head driving wise. It handles as you kind of expect. It's a bit more sticky to the road, and it's a bit more difficult to control actually. It doesn't do handbrake very well at all, and people crash into it as shown. So yeah, it is definitely an issue, but I really enjoy it. It depends on the track as well. Hopefully we'll get a lot of knobheads, you know, not pushing into us, but sometimes it just can't be helped with this kind of racing. It's really difficult, like this track you'll see here, to overtake. So I try and use boosts as much as possible to get away from everyone, just get in my own space and try and get into good laps. Definitely something. There you go. So more top tips for you getting into good laps. Also another top tip, actually, while I'm on that, to get into good laps, you need to really make sure that when you are racing, that you're taking it smoothly and not hammering the throttle every second. Kind of like a real race, you need to make sure that the car is really under control and you're hitting the corners and the apex just right. Obviously this is not the ideal track to discuss and show that, but it'll give you a good idea of how to sort of drive. So don't floor it all the time. Sort of slower is better in this case, and you will end up coming out on top. I've had races so far where I've gone from sort of 10th to 3rd place just by driving, literally just by driving normally, because everyone floors it, and you'll crash, and so you get the good stats if you take it easy. So you'll see I'm in 3rd place now. It's just very easy driving, but I did not maintain the car, so definitely don't do that, guys. It's a bit of a pain. But anyway, I'll skip it to the end, sort of just so you can see it now. Well, we're nearly on the last lap now, but it gets a bit messy, as you can see, and I start to slow down terribly. But anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, do consider subscribing if you're new. If you like car games, if you like anything as a car hub, if we can create a community here, that would be epic. So epic. Check out my last video on GT Sport, the new update for this month. And anything that sort of Drive Club, or I'll try and do Need for Speed, anything like that, I'll try and cover. And I kind of just want to be as real as possible with this channel and be as transparent, make the videos straight up. There's no BS here. It is what you get. Even though there's no amazing editing here, I'm just sort of talking about the game and hopefully giving opinions and hoping to help people in some way or form. But that's that, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, consider subscribing. I shall see you in the next video. Peace.
With the